Hey there, this is Teacher Ola Podcast, episode 149. Remember what you learn. Spaced repetition. My name's Ola, I teach English since 2012 and I believe you can eliminate your language blockade. The secret word here is consistency. There are other secret words too. That's why I record this podcast episodes and each comes with a little worksheet and one-pager to help you digest and test what you've practiced here. You can speak English with more confidence, slay that fear and enjoy fluent communication. Visit my website for full transcripts and worksheets to each episode. Visit my shop at teacherola.com and enjoy your journey to fluency. Happy learning! Hello! Thank you for showing up. Let me remind you that you can meet me live on Instagram every Thursday at 11 a.m. I jump in live just for a quick chat, 20 minutes or so, to discuss some language-related topics. Join me this Thursday at 11 live on Instagram. Watch the previous Top Talks. They are uploaded on YouTube and Facebook, so choose the place you fancy and have a listen. Don't forget to leave a comment. There's a worksheet dedicated to these sentences we're gonna practice in a while, so go grab it at teacherola.com/149 or find it in your inbox. Secondly, visit my shop, buy a Worksheet Set and have them all in one place. They're editable. Check out my ebook with episode transcripts. If you're interested in learning English with TV series, click on the link below. Download a checklist that will tell you if this is the right method for you. I'm working on my Speak English with Netflix course, a program focused on developing your speaking skills. Thanks for your patience, and let's get back to the episode. Let's begin with the definition. What's spaced repetition? It's a powerful technique to boost your learning results. It's a science-based, proven formula for memorizing new information for good. It involves fixed time intervals. It improves your brain's ability to recall what you have studied. It makes new information, new skills, sink in deeper so that you don't lose that new knowledge. Those time intervals between your study sessions aren't random. They are scientifically organized into the best combination to make your brain keep the information. Sounds good, huh? Our brains learn more effectively when we space out our learning over time. It is very typical of learners to move on too fast. They want to learn it all quickly, run through the class and the material and just start a new thing. We don't revise our newfound knowledge enough. We don't let it sink in and it's not stable, so to speak. It's not fixed, it's not solid. Each layer of new information should be absorbed and then it needs time. And on top of it, it needs repetition, revisions, often spaced and smartly spaced repetition. And then, and only then, will you keep new knowledge for good, maybe even forever. Let's now talk about the forgetting curve. It helps us understand why we forget things we've learned so that we can take steps to prevent it. The forgetting curve is a model that demonstrates how memories are lost over time. Ebbinghous, who created the model, experimented with his own ability to remember and he was using a list of nonsense syllables which he tried to recall after different lengths of time. It took him years of testing different time intervals, but he made a number of crucial observations. The most important one, the one I want you to remember, is that the biggest drop in retention occurs soon after learning. Google the forgetting curve now. Please do it and see the curve. See how it's shaped. The day you learn something, be it grammar structure or vocabulary element, the day you learn something, the day you absorb it, it is lost, sadly. However, we do have a solution. This knowledge makes us stronger because we can take action to reverse the process, the forgetting process. Be smart about it. The ultimate solution is revision, and smart revision, repetition, which flattens the curve and reinforces learning. There are other fascinating insights stemming from Ebbinghaus's study, hence I want you to just read further, Google it, YouTube it. Here I want to focus on repetition as the number one booster for your memory. There are also nuances I'm not going into today, like storage strength, retrieval strength. Like, I am aware that what I'm presenting here today is simplified, but that's on purpose. Read more if you're interested in brain and memory and all that cognitive processes. Now you're probably wondering, what is the best distribution of those time intervals between revisions? How to space out your learning to maximize the effects? Here are the optimal intervals. Listen out. The first repetition should occur after 1 day, really fast. Don't wait 2 days, 3 days. Arguably, you should not wait a week. Do it the next day. The forgetting curve will jump up and you will retain this piece of information for longer. The second repetition should happen after 7 days. You can revise more often than that, but this is just enough. In the meantime, you can learn other things and just plan it all out strategically. The third repetition comes after 16 days, and the fourth repetition after 35 days. Guys, that's over a month later. This is when your brain will most probably remember forever, or rather be able to access that piece of information easily. So we have 1 day, 7 days, 16 days, 35 days, 4 revisions, 4 repetitions of the same material. Plan your learning, plan your repetition. Repetition is learning. In the meantime, as I said, add new vocabulary or new grammar so that every day there is something to revise. Either thing you studied 1 day ago, 7 days ago, or 16 or 35 days ago. Of course, you don't have to religiously stick to the intervals I gave you. You can be flexible and test it out. There are applications that employ this knowledge, like Anki, to mention one. You don't need to remember the time intervals. The app knows them and shows you the proper material to revise each day. You add new information and that's it. On the other hand, you can make your own flashcards and organize 4 boxes, super easy to do. For me, it would be easier than app, really, because the internet distracts me. I would probably end up scrolling. So when I revise some things in the evening in bed, I don't want to add any screen time. Well, choose what fits you best. Boxes. I think about the boxes. Well, they don't have to be boxes. They can be envelopes, rubber bands that keep your flashcards in one place. That's enough. The number of boxes is not fixed either. You might want to add more. Every new card you create lands in box 1. When you get a card right, it graduates to box 2. Box 2 is revised daily. Then it goes to box 3, where you keep words that are repeated weekly after 7 days, and so on and so forth. If you make an error or forget the word, the flashcard goes all the way back to box 1. Here you have it, spaced repetition explained. Now try it on for size and see if it works for you. And now let's practice. Listen and repeat out loud. And hey, if you don't understand the power of speaking out loud, tune into episode 9, okay? All right, listen out. It's a powerful technique to boost your learning results. It's a powerful technique to boost your learning results. It's a science-based, proven formula for memorizing new information for good. It's a science-based, proven formula for memorizing new information for good. It improves your brain's ability to recall what you have studied. It improves your brain's ability to recall what you have studied. Those time intervals between your study sessions aren't random. Those time intervals between your study sessions aren't random. It's very typical of learners to move on too fast. It's very typical of learners to move on too fast. We can take steps to prevent it. We can take steps to prevent it. It took him years of testing different time intervals, but he made a number of crucial observations. It took him years of testing different time intervals, but he made a number of crucial observations. The ultimate solution is revision. The ultimate solution is revision. There are other fascinating insights stemming from Ebbinghaus's study, hence I want to encourage you to further reading. There are other fascinating insights stemming from Ebbinghaus's study, hence I want to encourage you to further reading. The first repetition should occur after 1 day. The first repetition should occur after 1 day. Try it on for size and see if it works for you. Try it on for size and see if it works for you. Well done! Now go to your inbox, get the worksheet and practice some more. If you're not a member of Top People, download the worksheet from teacherola.com/149. And could you do me a favor? If you find this episode useful, please tell your friends about my podcast and share it with one person at least. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next Wednesday. It's gonna be about a song by Phil Collins. Happy learning, take care, stay fearless, and say it out loud. Bye!